So the earliest ones I can remember were always scary without anything scary happening. Does that make sense? So when I was in high school, I started getting this dream where I would see this shadowy kind of figure. He would never be in my house, he would never actively come after me or do anything, but it would be like I'd be in my kitchen cooking and look out the window and he'd be across the street, or I'd be somewhere with friends and he'd be like a few tables down in the restaurant, which makes no sense because I'm having the same person in different dreams. This person was the most generic looking person. Literally, he was like a black hoodie with jeans and work boots, could never see his face, never knew who it was, never understood. He pops back up when I'm stressed, sometimes he pops back up when I'm perfectly fine. He's always in the dreams, he's never actively coming after me, but you know when you see someone that you get that kind of feeling that that's not a good person? That's how this was. To the point where when I'm really stressed, if I'm out and about and I see someone in a black hoodie and jeans and work boot, it startles me because I'm just like, oh shit. Like, it's an interesting thing. And that, like I said, it's such a generic thing for someone to look like. Like, I cannot see their face. I don't know what they look like. I don't know if it's male or female. I know nothing. But they're just there. So the next one that I want to talk about is the more recent ones that I've been having, to the point where I've even messaged my friend about them, and I can like show you that here. I didn't realize that I was having the same dream over and over until one morning I woke up and I was like, oh, I remember this. Which is so weird. Like, the morning I woke up and I realized that I remembered it, it snapped in my head. Like, I could remember more details than I had previously known. Like, I'd previously known I'd been having this night terror, but I didn't realize that they were the same one or the same continuing story, and I have no idea what it means. So, again, it's all gonna be over here. But what I remember is I woke up on like a dirt road. Like, there was trees on either side, it was a long dirt road, and there were other people on the road, like unconscious around me, like asleep around me. And I remember vividly waking up and looking around and not recognizing where I was or any of the people around me. So then they woke up too, and we all kind of realized that none of us knew where we were or what was happening. So we all kind of collectively walked down the street, like into kind of like a town, but it wasn't a town. It was like a bunch of houses and farms and like pumpkin patches and cornfields, that kind of thing. So we walked down, and as we were walking, people started disappearing. And I don't mean in the sense of like abducted, captured, kidnapped, anything like that. Like, someone would be watering a yard with a hose, and then the hose would fall and they'd just not be there. Like, it made no sense. So we all realized something bad was happening, and we banged on the door of this farmhouse. And I remember the farmhouse like so vividly. Like, it was this 2-story farmhouse, and it had this like front wraparound porch that was like with these blue pillars. And I remember it had like a side yard with a big tree and like one of those old metal swing sets, and then next to the yard was just this vast cornfield. This is, again, no sense. So we start banging on the door, no one answers. We like push the door, we run in, we barricade the door, like we board up the windows. So now all of us, I think there was like 6 of us strangers, were in this farmhouse together. Like, knowing something was happening, but not knowing what it was. And then in my dream, I get the sense that like months passed. Like, it kind of like was snippets of fast forwarding. Like, 2 of the strangers kind of became a couple. Like, one of the strangers, she was now pregnant. Like, it became like, you know, family dinners. Like, I can see it fast forwarding. And again, this whole time I don't know that I'm dreaming. I don't know. Gabby says that she can somehow control them, and if she can make a video how she does that, I would love to learn. But I remember time speeding up. And then one day, I don't know, we hear birds again. Like, there were never birds. Like, once the incident happened, there was no birds or crickets or noises that you would affiliate with being in farm. So one day we wake up because we hear the sound of birds, and we all kind of go look out, you know, the boarded windows, and we see birds flying again. And I remember there was like a slight argument between two of the people about opening the door. Because we'd just been in this house. Again, I don't even know how we fed ourselves for months in this house. Like, I have no idea. But we kind of debate opening the door, and the pregnant one, no idea who she was, can't really remember her, she opens the door and she steps outside and she looks around, and some of the people start like rematerializing, like not just poof, they're back, like from their feet up to their head, rematerializing. I know, I'm weird. So then me and another one of the people sit on that old metal swing set, and we're just swinging and enjoying the birds that are back and the animals that are back and the wind and the corn, which if months went by should have changed or died or something, but no, it's just all the normal green corn. But that's when we started noticing the corn kind of moving. Like, it was this huge field, and out of the corn came hundreds of people, but they were all the same person, like dressed the same way. It was like an orange work vest. Like, just all of them had, they were all the same person. Like, it was like a tall, bald man in an orange work vest. Hundreds of him. And them start violently dragging the reappeared into the cornfield. And in this dream, the feeling that I get was that this was a real place. Like, this was, like, I remember waking up and thinking this was a real place. Like, this was an actual place that I ended up in, that I wasn't supposed to be in. Like, I wasn't meant to be there. Like, the people that actually woke up and that were awake in the dream were not supposed to be there. Like, we somehow fell onto that dirt road and we weren't meant to be there. And that's what, I guess that guy in the vest, all of them were doing, was trying to get rid of the people that were meant to be there. Like, they were thrown there. They didn't know that they were in a place they weren't supposed to be. And me and the group knew we were in a place we weren't supposed to be. And once he started dragging all the people that were meant to be there into the field is when I wake up. And again, I woke up one morning and I'd known I'd had different dreams throughout the month, but I didn't realize they were all literally the same dream. And I woke up one morning and it was like the biggest sense of deja vu. Like, I remember this, like, this happened. And I remember quickly messaging my best friend and being like, dude, I had the weirdest dream. And I remember like stressing how much, no, like, this felt like it was a real place. And I'm going through all the thoughts of maybe it was just like, I don't know, my subconscious or my anxiety, and he's over there trying to explain to me that I was abducted by aliens, which I don't think was a thing, because what I said to him too, and I'll also post that there, he's like, maybe you were abducted by aliens. And I'm like, I swear to God, if an alien abducted me, they'd be like, hey Paul, yeah Phil, this one's kind of defective, throw it back. Like, but I knew that this was, in my mind, a real place. So if any of you have had really weird dreams or have a reoccurring weird dream, go ahead and let me know, because from what I'm realizing, there's many of us that do. If any of you have any idea of what this dream might be, which is why I was Googling and found Gabby in the first place, I've never watched her channel. I like her music. I've seen her music pop up on like Twitter and Facebook, and I love her music. But I've never actually watched her channel. She's never been I'm mostly into gaming channels. So if anybody has any idea, I tried Googling it. None of my dream pops up in like the dream books to like decipher your dreams. Like none of it makes any sense. But yeah, that's my weird dream. I ended up in a place I wasn't supposed to be, and a workman tried to kill us. I don't know. I hope you all like that video. Have a great day. Again, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give it a thumbs up. Bye guys!